Hi, hello everyone. We are going to discuss the subject high voltage engineering. Uh, in this video, we are going to discuss what you mean by high voltage engineering, what are the advantages, disadvantages. Then, followed by, we are going to discuss about the CO course objectives and the course outcome. Then, syllabus of high voltage engineering for the VT. So these are all the concepts which we are going to discuss in this video. What do you mean by high voltage engineering? Why we have to go for high voltage engineering? So we know that modern civilization is mainly depending upon the electricity uh, because we know that when we are going for the high voltages, there are a lot of the advantages with respect to the low voltage transmission. uh, like we can mention, so when there is an increase in the voltage, uh, the volume of the conductor will reduces, efficiency of the transmission line will increases, and the line drop will decreases. So these are some of the examples which we can give it. However, it having the some limitations, like corona. That part we are going to discuss the later on. Oh, and what are the applications? Why we have to go for high voltage? Okay, this is what the advantages. We can say some of the applications in particle accelerators, nuclear research, Van de Graaff generators, and for very well known concept of transmitting the voltage at higher levels. Like we can give the example like 100 kV for the electrostatic precipitators, and for some modern high voltages it may use for 6 megavolt or more. So these are some of the examples of the applications where we can use the high voltages. Then some of the course objectives which I am mentioning here. First one is conduction and the breakdown in gas, liquid dielectric media. So main important in the voltage transmissions are the conductors and the insulators. Conductors plays an important role for the transmission of the energy. The insulators is another important factors for the isolation. Okay, so how actually the conduction and the breakdown will take places, we are going to discuss in this the concepts. So we know that at a particular or some values there is some conduction will take places. After that, when the voltage is exceeds the behind at the certain value, there is a possibility of the breakdown. I can say in other words, most of the equipments what we have like the gas, liquid, and the solid dielectric medias. So it will means it will act like a dielectric media. It having the some property to hold it when the voltage or the stress is exceeds the critical value, there is a breakdown will takes places. That we are going to discuss how actually what is a prospective, or we can say it is how actually there is a conduction or migration of the charges will takes places, so from one electrode to another electrode, and what are the properties and behavior with respect to different dielectric media that we are going to discuss. That is nothing but we can consider as conduction and breakdown in gases. That is nothing but it having the some very low values of the order, I can say it is 30 kV per centimeter for the gas. So in some other cases I need a greater than that. So we are going for liquid dielectric media. I can give an example like a transformer oil. Okay. So these are all the things we are going to discuss in the course objective 1. Then this is conduction and breakdown phenomenon in solid dielectric media. I need a more the breakdown strength than the liquid. liquid having around 100 kV per centimeters. Some of the textbook they have mentioned it is 1 megavolt per centimeter. So I need a greater than that. So we are going for the solid dielectric medias. So again, same things we are going to discuss how actually the conduction and the breakdown phenomenon will take places in the solid dielectric media. Followed by this, we are going to discuss on generation of high voltages and the current and their measurement. Not only we are not only discussing about the generation of the high voltages and the current, we are discussing about their measurement. So this is very important perspective of an electrical engineer. We have to give the safety to the person, the equipment which we are using. So these are all the concept we are going to discuss in the course objective of, that's nothing but generation of the high voltage and the current and their measurement. Then next one is the over voltage phenomenon and insulation coordination dielectric, sorry, conduct coordination in electrical power system. So we know that lightning is a natural disaster. So many people they are losing their life because of this lightning phenomenon. So what are the reasons? So how we can protect from the lightning and also from the switching surges? We have to give a reliable energy to the consumers. That is nothing but continuity and the quality of the power to the consumers. So we are going to discuss in the over voltage phenomenon, and not only the single element which we are using as an insulating materials, it may be combination of gas, liquid and the solid. So how the coordination will take place among these insulators, that we are going to discuss in the fourth course objective. These are the objectives which we have for this course. Then next is course outcome. So what we will understand, what at the end of the subject, what you will get from this course. We are going to understand the concept of breakdown phenomenon in gas, liquid and the solid dielectric media. That's what I explained. So different media having the different dielectric strength, that we could be able to understand at the end of the course. Then understand the concept of generation of high voltage and the current. So there are the different type of the high voltage of AC, DC and the current. We are going to understand the concept how actually we can do it. Some of the mini projects also we can do it. Okay, for handy projects we can able to do it at the end of the course. Then we are understanding the measurement of the high voltage and the current. Not only I mentioned that not only the generation, we are also measuring the high voltage and the high current. Then we could be able to understand the over voltage phenomenon, origin, okay, behavior of this lightning and switching surges with respect to the transmission line, and among the insulator, different type of insulator coordination, that we could able to understand. Then next one is understanding the concept of non-destructive testing of materials and electrical apparatus, high voltage testing of electrical apparatus. So these are all the things non-destructive. That is nothing but we have some protected devices like a circuit breaker, isolator, whatever it may be. We should be able to understand their behavior with respect to a very wide range of the temperature at high voltage and high frequency. But I should take a precaution that it should not be get spoiled. So these are all the things which we are going to discuss. Non-destructive testing of the materials and the testing of electrical, different type of mechanical and electrical test which we are going to understand in the course outcome. Then I am going to refer these two are the textbooks. One is High Voltage Engineering by M.S. Naidu. Most of the concepts which I am taking from this textbook, M.S. Naidu, V. Kamaraju, McGraw-Hill, so different editions. And some of the concept which I am referring is High Voltage Engineering by C.L. Wadhwa, New Age International edition. And we can go for Kufel as well. This is a very good textbook for the understanding of brief knowledge of the high voltage engineering. Okay, so these are the textbook which I am referring. Apart from these things, you can go for any the publications or open source softwares. Okay, FEMM, finite element method magnetics, so charge simulation methods. So these are some of the softwares which will help us to understand the behaviors of these different dielectric medias, their behavior with respect to wide range of the frequency, all those. Then coming to the syllabus, which is mentioned in the video, that is nothing but model 1, conduction and breakdown in gases, liquid dielectric and solid dielectric media. So this is about the model 1 which is going to discuss at this level. So we know that, so we understood what are the applications of high voltage engineering. Uh, we are mentioning that breakdown, conduction and breakdown in gases. Generally, we have it is most commonly found dielectric media is a gas. It is having some dielectric strength of around 30 kV per centimeter. In our laboratory, it may be around 25 to 29 sometimes. It is depending upon the temperature, pressure, all the parameters. Um, so apart from that, we have, I need to increase the dielectric strength of the gas. We can use for some nitrogen, carbon dioxide and freons. So these are some of the examples in gases. Okay. And for the liquid dielectric media, I can say it is a transformer oil. Transformer oil, it will act like a both dielectric media and for the coolant. Generally we will say it is for the coolant, but being an engineer we should understand it is a dielectric material. Then I can say it is a gas is 30 kV, liquid is around 100 kV, or sometimes it may be 1 megawatt per centimeter. Solid we can expect around 5 megawatt per centimeters. Practically we may get around 1 megawatt per centimeter. Again, it is depending upon the so many factors. Then coming to the model 2, generation of high voltage and the high current. So we know why we have to go for an high voltage applications like X-ray, microelectron microscopics. Then for electrostatic precipitators, which may needed around 100 kV. Okay, or I can say it is for the electrical transmission, we may go up to 765. Some countries they are going within 1100 kV. Okay, 100 kV. Different type of the high voltage. Just I am mentioning that are high DC voltages we are generating, and high AC voltage of the power frequency at a power frequency of 50 or 60 hertz. Then for high AC voltage of high frequency, this is some applications. Then high transients or impulse voltage of very short duration. I can give an example like a lightning. It is subjected to a very short time, and the severity is more. Uh, so there is another one is a transient voltage for the long duration, like switching surges, which is originated in the power system because of the opening and the closing of the isolators or circuit breakers. Then coming to the next model, measurement of high voltage and high current. In industrial testing and the research laboratory, it is very essential to measure the voltage and the current accurately because we need to ensure the safety of the person and the equipment. Uh, and we have to protect the device and the person against the over voltages because of the induced voltage or due to the stray capacitances, and also there is a possibility of electromagnetic interferences. So we have to avoid these are the problems which will happen dealing with the high voltages and high current. So it is very important thing to measure. Okay, these are all the concepts which you are going to measure. However, these are the normal meter. There is a differentiation between a low voltage meters and high voltage meters. Then coming to the model 4, that is nothing but over voltage phenomenon and insulation coordination in electrical power system. So it is the duty of the engineer to reduce the outages and to give a continuity to the power supply. That is nothing but quality of the supply to the consumers. So there are the two things, lightning and the switching surges. Lightning is a natural one, we don't have any controllability. Switching surges, anyhow, we have the controllability. Switching surges are mainly depending upon the operating voltages. Okay. uh, it is being an important above 500 kV of the both studying for switching surges and the lightning voltages. However, in the range of 300 kV to 765 kV ranges, both the over voltage and the lightning over voltage has to be considered. If the voltage is greater than 765, I can say it is 700 kV. So the switching surges is a chief condition for the design consideration. So we are going to discuss this behavior and how the energy propagation will takes places from one end to the another end. Okay, so these are all the concepts. Then we are going to discuss that the insulation coordination among the different type of the insulators in the model 4. Then coming to the model 5, that is nothing but non-destructive testing of materials and electrical operators. So we know that the insulating material may be a solid, liquid or a gas, or it may be a combination of these materials. So it should possess very good insulating property over a wide range of the operating parameters like temperature. I can say it is around 100 degree to sometimes it may be 110 degrees Celsius with respect to wide range of the frequency. Some of the assess of the electrical properties are resistivity, dielectric constant or loss factors with respect to wide range of the frequency. The quality of the insulation is assessed by measuring the loss factors at high voltage and also by conducting some partial discharge tests. And also there is a possibility sometimes it may be internal discharges. So this is one of the important factors which you are going to understand, that is nothing but partial discharges. So if we could not able to understand the concept of the partial discharge, there is a possibility to completely the failure of the insulators. So some of the precautions which you are going to taking at this moment.